Cactus Flowers, a short story written and narrated by Dr. Ranjan Kelkar. Disclaimer: this is a work of fiction. All characters, names, places, and happenings in this story are totally imaginary. Cactus Flowers. Once upon a time, his name was well known in the world of books. His novels were bestsellers. They were translated into various languages. He had been nominated for several literary prizes and was the recipient of some of the most coveted ones. His last award was in recognition of his lifetime achievement. But fame is notorious for fading out fast. As years went by, his writing went out of sync with the changing world. His readers were disappointed. His friends moved away from him, and his family disowned him. Some time back, he had moved into a newly constructed retirement home. About 30 men and women were already living there. Among all the seniors, he was the eldest. They started calling him Dadaji, an honorable grandfatherly title. He liked his new name. Dadaji had a decent apartment for himself. It had all the facilities that he needed. It had a balcony that was small but offered a good view. He would sit there to read a newspaper or listen to music. Parrots, mynahs, and sparrows would visit him occasionally. The balcony measured 6 feet by 3 feet, the size of that piece of land which a man may ultimately need. To begin with, Dadaji's balcony of 6 by 3 was bare. Its first occupant was a money plant that Dadaji had stealthily uprooted from the common grounds and planted in a pot. The money plant grew fast, and it also brought some money for Dadaji. A royalty fee over the sale of his old books had become due, and he had got a good sum. Dadaji went out to a local nursery and bought several plants for his balcony. The nursery gave him a cactus too. I didn't ask for a cactus, Dadaji resented, but he was told that he didn't have to pay. It was a bonus gift. Dadaji's open space was getting a little crowded, but his flowers could be seen from a distance. People would admire them. The cactus, however, was an ugly-looking eyesore. It couldn't be touched because of its prickly thorns. Nothing seemed to happen to it. If it wasn't watered for a few days, it didn't dry up. If it got soaked in a shower, it wouldn't mind. Dadaji learned a lesson in life from the cactus. Whatever happens, stay calm. This too will pass. Winter was approaching. It was time to visit the nursery again. Dadaji bought 3 poinsettias for his balcony. A white one, a yellow one, and of course the red one. The poinsettias signified the advent of joy and peace on earth. Again, the cactus looked odd. Dadaji thought of disposing it off, but it seemed harmless. Let it be there, he decided. Some of Dadaji's plants were perennial. Jaswandi flowered in different colors all through the year. Sadapuri always had colorful flowers, whatever be the season. These plants didn't expect too much of care. They just kept on doing their job. Dadaji also kept adding to his collection of roses. Dadaji spent a lot of time in his balcony, and he had a lesson to learn from each one of his plants. Like the tiny potulakas that said, live one day at a time. They opened up by 9 in the morning and closed their petals at 5 in the evening. That no worries about tomorrow. Sufficient for the day is the evil thereof. Summer arrived in April, and Dadaji got Easter lilies for his balcony. They were pure white, symbolizing the promise of eternal life. The cactus looked out of place once again. It was even difficult to make out if it had life in it. Dadaji thought about it. He decided again, let it be there. But the cactus was surely alive. May 15th was Dadaji's birthday. He had forgotten his birthday long ago, and he had stopped celebrating it. There was a time when his inbox would be flooded with messages wishing him a long life. His house would be filled with bouquets of exotic flowers. Today, he didn't expect to receive anything from anyone. But Dadaji had a surprise for him. He went to his balcony as usual, but to his amazement, the cactus had bloomed. 3 beautiful, delicate, and intricately designed yellow colored flowers had emerged from deep within the succulent lobes, through the thorns, into the sunshine. Dadaji brought the cactus pot into his living room and placed it prominently on a table. For everything on earth, there is a season, a time, and a place. For a long time, nothing may seem to be happening, but life goes on. Life can still be beautiful. For Dadaji, the 3 cactus flowers were more valuable than an expensive bouquet. But there was more to come. There was a knock on the door. Other residents of the senior living complex had come with a birthday cake, singing happy birthday for Dadaji. They lit up the candles and he cut the cake and gave a piece to everyone.